This nation's port cities include Valparaiso and Antofagasta, the latter of which was invaded for its nitrate and copper resources to begin the War of the Pacific. This country is home to Easter Island in the incredibly dry Atacama Desert, which lies in a rain shadow west of the Andes Mountains. This country's border with Argentina runs for 3,300 miles, north to south. For 10 points, name this South American country with capital at Santiago. And the answer is Chile. Cities on this body of water include Le Havre, Calais, Brighton, and Dover, whose sheer white cliffs sit on the shoreline of this body of water. In 1994, a Eurostar train tunnel beneath this body of water was opened. The islands of Jersey, Guernsey, and the Isle of Wight lie in, for 10 points, what channel that separates France from the island of Britain? And the answer is the English Channel. This nation's official language is Amharic, though Oromo is spoken by more of its people. The ancient capital of the Kingdom of Axum is in this modern-day country, which became the most populous landlocked country in the world in 1993 when Eritrea declared independence from it. Djibouti lies between this country and the Gulf of Aden on the Arabian Sea. For 10 points, name this country on the Horn of Africa with capital at Addis Ababa. And the answer is Ethiopia. This city is home to the Tsingma Bridge, and more than 100,000 people live on its Lantau Island. This city, south of Shenzhen on the Kowloon Peninsula, was ceded to Britain in the Treaty of Nanking. This large city on the Pearl River Delta lies east of Macau, a special administrative region like this city. For 10 points, name this city which has existed as one country with two systems since it was transferred to Chinese ownership in 1997. And the answer is Hong Kong. A avulsion is causing the Atchafalaya River to gain volume from this river. One bend in this river forms an exclave of Fulton County, Kentucky, and it was said to flow backward during the New Madrid earthquake. Its headwaters are at Lake Itasca, and it is joined at Cairo, Illinois by the Ohio River. New Orleans lies near the end of the 2,300-mile-long journey of, for 10 points, what longest river in the United States? And the answer is the Mississippi River. The Ballroom of Death and the Popcorn Field are treacherous areas on the path through this mountain's Khumbu icefall. The South Col is a pass from Lhotse to this mountain within the death zone over 8,000 meters. An April 2014 avalanche on this mountain killed 16 Sherpa guides. For 10 points, name this peak in the Himalayas first summited by Tenzing Norgay and Sir Edmund Hillary, the tallest mountain in the world. And the answer is Mount Everest. South Padre Island lies just north of the mouth of this river, near the city of Matamoros. This river meanders through and inspires the name of Big Bend National Park. Cities on it include Brownsville, Laredo, and El Paso, the last of which lies across this river from Ciudad Juarez. For 10 points, name this river, also known as the Rio Bravo, that forms the border between Texas and Mexico and whose name is Spanish for Big River. And the answer is the Rio Grande. This city is home to the City Lights bookstore and a music festival on its treasure island. Its Telegraph Hill is just south of Fisherman's Wharf. Its Haight-Ashbury district was a center of hippie culture in the 1960s, and its bay was once home to a federal prison on Alcatraz Island. For 10 points, name this California city across the bay from Oakland, the home of cable cars and the Golden Gate Bridge. And the answer is San Francisco. Cities in this country include the capital of the IOC, Lausanne, and Davos, which is the home to the annual World Economic Forum. It includes Romansh as one of the 4 official languages, and its states, known as cantons, include Lucerne, Geneva, and Zurich. The Matterhorn lies on this country's southern border with Italy. The International Red Cross is based in, for 10 points, what famously neutral alpine country with capital Bern? And the answer is Switzerland. Frank Gehry designed a building with a monorail through it for the Experience Music project in this city. Its open-air CenturyLink field was designed to reflect crowd noise towards the field like a domed stadium would. It hosted the 1962 World's Fair, for which a 605-foot-tall tower, topped by the Sky City restaurant, was built. The Columbia Center is the tallest building in, for 10 points, what Washington city, the home of the Space Needle? And the answer is Seattle.